Basement Bookers Podcast.
What's up? It's your boy, Basement Jared, dropping the truth, whether you want it or not, on the Basement Bookers Podcast. The most basement bookeries, patriotic basement bookers ever. We're born here, wherever we are. Salute to ourselves and to you, survivor of all wars, the Clone Wars, the war of attrition, the war against the Wallabies, the war against the emus back in Australia in 1747. And of course, who could forget about the war of games? And that's not what this is about, Rich the Riz's baldest man. No, this is, fortunately, unfortunately, depending on who you talk to, this is the official Basement Bookers podcast, all in Wembley. Expert opinion. We don't miss a minute of AEW TV. You're going to be able to tell that right away by how we go through intricately and expertly, go through the matches and tell you what's going to happen, why it's going to happen, about the players involved, the story involved, as we see it from a certain point of view, if you think about it. And, of course, this is going to be right now. So, Rich, why don't you talk? And then
That's right.
I'll listen to what you say.
That's right. Basement Bookiverse. It is here. It is this Sunday live on pay-per-view, Bleacher Report, this, that, and the other. Whether you like it or not, we are all in, baby.
For this episode. And
Yes.
it's, they've sold, I believe it's 50,000 tickets, at least. Maybe double that and triple that after they say the number. And we'll see what happens. Of course, we all know that's really a WWE thing, but we don't know if they even do that anymore because Vince used to do that. So it's a new time, and they probably still do that. I don't give a shit. I don't care how many tickets you sell. I'm just watching the thing. I'm not trying to invest in either. So I'm emotionally invested. I'm not monetarily invested in that, and in that we are as anyone else would be with the Peacock subscription. But I'm definitely not paying $50 plus tax for this. Okay. Listen, I am poor and I need that money.
Tax.
Yeah, and tax. That's the cut. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing. We dump that tea just for our own assholes to tax us. So we'll just keep doing that because government's got the monopoly on violence. But anyway, speaking of violence, wrestling is a violent sports entertainment.
Indeed.
Let's talk about All In first because that's first. We don't want to have another situation where Wesley did nothing wrong, and we didn't talk about that until about 20 minutes into the episode. So this episode, AEW All In, who gonna win, who gonna lose? Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna start with one of 5 of the only full-sized images I was able to find because AEW is not as good as WWE. I could just go to their pay-per-view thing and they have every match. I just could copy the thing and here it is. These MFers, let me show you something. Let me just show you. Let me show you the AEW website, okay?
Inside baseball coming, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to show you
Smarten you up.
AEW, all right, official website, right? So I'm going to pull that up and then I'm going to share my screen. I don't even need to share audio because we're not even doing that. So like say you wanted All In, I'm clicking on All In. Well, I don't want to buy tickets, but the point is, hold on a second. I'm going to fix this later because I fucked up. Okay, so, all right. So I'm going to share the screen. As you can see, I am on the internet because my face is way wider than it normally ever is.
Just dark mode default, people. Come on, make it happen. Whole
now,
internet.
Look here. That's it. This is them. This is the things. So these ones, the ones I found, I got big, nice. I can't even right click to copy the thing. Nothing. And it's like, guys, I'm trying to help you. You know what I mean? Like, why should I have to do the work? and make the fucking graphics for you to help me help you. Look, you want that basement bookers bump. Okay, there's 69 people here, probably more than that after this episode,
Yeah.
who watch us and they need us for things, and you're not providing that service, Tony. So yeah, let's get that out of here. All right, hold on a second. If you can't see, you can't fight. So
That's right.
you can flail your arms, you won't be able to fight well. Is the correct thing. So I don't know why I closed the window. It's okay. I have the Wikipedia, and that's got a dark mode, mercifully. So, of all the unprofessional, and you know what? I need the people to know that it's raw and real, and they need to know that you did not silence your phone for the first time, and I don't know. And I'd like to think that maybe the championship is getting to your head, that you don't respect the office.
It
of
might be,
champ.
it might be, but so my phone is silenced, but that was an alarm that I forgot I have for Fridays that we don't record. That after I get off work, I just go take a nap.
Oh, so you have a night alarm like a lot of old people do, which is
Yes.
okay because we also have
Mhm.
older people in our audience, and it doesn't
I
matter. We're not ageist here.
To quote JR, I am old. What the fuck do you want?
What I want for you to do is shut the hell up because here comes Darby Allin versus Jungle Jack Perry. Look, I'm sorry, the artist formerly known as Jungle Jack Perry, who is currently Jack Perry, who killed Jungle Jack Perry. He's buried in the desert somewhere, but now he has forged for himself. I don't know if you've known this. I don't know if you've seen this. If you've seen this, but he has. I don't. That's not even the right. Is it his? I thought his was darker plates, but he had forged for himself a new TNT championship. It's like it's blackened out and stuff. Like there was like this whole video of him forging it and like making it himself, kind of. So,
Nice.
so the story here is, Jack Perry. He's the TNT champion, and he wants to keep it. Darby Allin's not the TNT champion. He was though, and he would like to have it.
Mm-hmm.
And the two of them, they've had a lot of exchanges throughout the weeks that you are no doubt aware of because you watch every episode. Recently, he had, put a guy in a body bag along with the original TNT championship because they are also not alive. So he did that, and he's good with that. So until they have loser gets buried in the desert match, I'm really not interested in knowing about this stuff. But I got to admit, Darby Allin looks like a guy that would have somebody bury him in the desert, and just to see if he could come out, and then just wait for him.
Yeah, he'd probably
So
pay someone to do that.
look, honestly, at the end of the day, if he just buries himself in the sand neck deep, and scorpions come, Sting would be spiritually there in a way.
Yeah.
So for this match, I think that Jack Perry, being attached, look, some might say he is the shaft in the situation of the Young Bucks. He might be the shaft, or let's fix this. Let's fix this analogy, because if you think about this group, there also has a gentleman by the name of Okada. So we can make him ironically enough, Okada can be the shaft. And the taint. Jack Perry is the taint.
There you go.
And then you have the two little F-word balls known as Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. So
Little mincy balls.
And so I'm giving this to Jack Perry. He's a guy, and he doesn't wear paint on his face.
That's right.
He's secure with himself. He just uses his name.
Yep, I'm going Jack Perry. Also, he did survive burying himself in the desert, so of course he'll win the coffin match. Plus, Darby likes to lose his own matches, so.
Well, I mean, the one burying the guy was still burying another person. Like they separated bodies. Like he still buried someone else.
It's like he cut off a part of himself, cloned himself, and then buried the clone.
Too bad he didn't cut off the part of himself that matters. All right, let's
Right.
go on to the next match. And that's going to be this match that I predicted would happen when I said Mariah May. I said the winners of their own respective cups, they will be the ones to challenge. As far as I'm concerned, Tony Storm is bigger right now than the AEW Women's World Championship. In regards to
Agreed.
that,
Mm-hmm.
so were Mariah May maybe to win the championship? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you if she's ready or not. I couldn't tell you that honestly. Even though we do definitely watch every single episode of Dinah Rampage Collision, and we know that on Dinah Rampage Collision, Mariah May, who's been on a tear, and I think she should win. She should win this because look, she's hungry. She stay hard, she stay hungry, and that's how you win. That's how winning is done: staying hard, staying hungry. So
That's right. I'm also back in Mariah May on this one. I think with Mariah May winning the title, with winning the Owen Hart Cup, and then winning the title, Tony Storm can take some time off, come back maybe with a different character. I
right,
think she's had a lot of fun with this character, but how long are you going to do it?
forever, forever, and ever and
Mm-hmm.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe at least an hour. Like MJF. MJF, he looks to face off against Willie Ospreay in a match, no doubt, to debut the sign for multi-years Ricochet on AEW, who's also all in. Another Buzz Lightyear for the shelf for Tony Khan, not to play with anymore.
Correct.
So the gist of this is that you know Bruv had asked MJF, he's like, you know what, you were so cool and stuff. What happened to you? And then MJF is like, you came here and he started shit for you. They're like, you better me. I'm Superman and they can see it when I wrestle you. That's what he said. And that's the truth. That's what happened. So I would say Osprey wins this, and he should win this. I'm gonna go with that, but it's probably gonna be Tony Khan's overpaid toy, MJF. Honestly, I'd rather see Will Osprey versus Ricochet for this belt. I'm really not interested in MJF using and using the same tired you were in WWE jokes on a guy, and it's just lame. So I'm hoping that I'm wrong here, but we'll see about that.
I mean, like, I hope that I'm wrong also, but like, I think I got MJF here. He just, he also debuted a new title. He calls it the American title.
Yeah, he's
Osprey, if
trying
he
to make
wins,
America great again or something.
something like that.
He was in
So,
Mexico doing all this like patriotism shit and like being
mhm.
super on the borderline of offensive for snowflakes. I was like, yeah, go ahead, keep going, man. Like he's doing it in AAA, dude. Okay, go ahead,
Nice.
keep going, go ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead. See what they. I mean, they'll embrace you,
Mhm.
embrace you in their arms, MJF. Keep talking shit. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can do whatever over there. It's okay.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
I mean, ultimately, we're gonna get Ricochet versus Osprey, and it's gonna be great, or whatever they decide to call him. They'll probably keep Ricochet, but
I
whatever.
don't
We'll find
think
out.
Triple H is going to keep his name from him. You know,
Mm.
it's like fine. It's whatever. It's you know. See you later. Your wife works here. She's better return on investment. All right, so let's check. Well, if you think about it, she could
Hmm.
be used all the time. There's
Yeah,
but so many matches you could wrestle in a day,
it's true.
and I gotta say, Ricochet segments are pretty cringe. Like I'm not like I don't write the shit.
Hmm.
Maybe it's not his fault. Maybe like writers don't understand him, but maybe I think AEW might be a better fit for him because they don't really care about stories. So if it's all about doing the matches at the big shows, which go ahead. Do your flippy flips and missing each other almost and Cirque du Soleil or whatever.
Hmm.
And that's fine with me. I like the circus. There's the ones without clowns in them. And they exist. They're out there somewhere. I haven't been to them. But I'm sorry if I interrupted you on the thing there. So you can go
Nah,
ahead and cover it.
all good. I'm on the same page with you there, though. That Ricochet's talent is definitely the in-ring stuff, and not quite the mic stuff.
Yeah, nobody does it better. Like we can't, just to, small time baseball here. It's like saying like our production is anything compared to like anything else. You know what I mean? It's just these are all different things.
Hmm.
Okay, so you have to disarm your enemies. Okay, because they're gonna try to shit on us, but that's fine. I didn't do Richie's lights. These are my lights. All right, they're two different things. All right, there are four. Let's move on to the next match. We're gonna go
Nothing
and
wrong with my
talk.
lights.
It's a little brighter than usual. It's fine. It'll fix in post. We'll fix it in post. They won't even notice. They're like, "What's going on?" None. He's
Hmm.
just white. All right. So let's
Oh,
go
I am.
on to very. So let's move on to there's nothing wrong with that. This is a great world that we live in.
Hmm.
All right, Swerve Strickland, looking to retain his world championship. He's looking to be a hero to a young lady, a young girl out there named Birdie, and he wants to send her dad home because she wants her dad to lose because then he'll be home where
Hmm.
he can farm and be miserable for the rest of his life. So here we go. Rich Derez, what do you think here? Is this the end of the American Dragon? Do we have a new champion? Does Swerve Strickland win? Is there a handshake? Does Daniel Bryanson head kick his face in? What's going on here? And I don't know if you noticed, but in Brian Danielson's last promo, he was wearing the same shirt he was wearing when was retiring from
Mm.
WWE. Like I get it, but why do that? Like that's
No,
a oddly
I'll
specific shirt.
I'll tell you why. Okay,
And they
and
brought this back. He did this thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. And the answer is in his opponent's name.
Swerve. You
Yep.
think Daniel Bryanson's gonna become the AEW champion?
So, not out of the realm possibility here. Two things can be true, right? So let's say Brandidander wins the world title, comes out on Dynamite and says, "You know what? I achieved my goals. There's literally nothing more to do in the industry. Thank you. Farewell." Lays the belt in the ring and leaves.
Be better if he just started pissing on it. Because it's like you're done. What are you gonna do? Is there no pissing on championships in the contract? Also, you're the disciplinary guy,
Hmm.
aren't you? Are you gonna discipline yourself? Like, what are you talking about? Like you could do anything you want, really. What's Tony
Yeah.
Khan gonna do? Fight you? You think you're the best in the world? So he might fear for his life.
He might.
He might. Yeah. We take this very seriously.
I got Brian Danielson.
So Swerve Strickland wins with the nothing's but cake, and that's my prediction. And if it doesn't happen, hey, I made it up. I made it all up. Speaking of making it all up, here we go. It is Chris Jericho versus Hook. I'm not saying all those other things that they want to say about him. He's average at best. His hair is fine, I guess. He looks like he smelled something, and it's probably Jericho's farts. The learning tree, Chris Jericho, for the world championship. I think it's gonna be Hook. And then maybe retire that FTW championship, and go and try to get the TNT championship off of Jack Perry, get that going again. I wonder if Samoa Joe is going to come back for Wembley. They wrote him off TV so he can do his TV show there, Twisted Metal, on the Peacock Network.
Twisted Metal. I think Jericho wins.
All right, another Jericho butt hugger over here. Are you sitting under the learning tree, Rich Torres?
You bet I am.
All right. Well, we got another match. We got a few matches here that didn't make it to the Google image search. We have ourselves the 1P, which is pre-show, the one pre-show match that I know of because it's still Friday, which means they'll make more.
Yeah, there's only 10 matches announced so far. That means
I have the
any
Wikipedia.
12 to 17 more matches are yet to be announced because Tony Khan's
It's
insane.
it's funny to me how you think 17 is the limit here. I think
I,
that you can go higher.
Listen, Tony Khan can definitely go higher.
A lot of hemorrhoids going to be made in that pay-per-view. All right, so Chris Statlander. Oh, interesting. This appears to be a mixed tag team match. This is Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway versus William Nightingale. Willow Nightingale and Tomorrow Ishii. Now, the winning team will choose the stipulation of the match between Nightingale and Statlander at All Out, which you guys know is after All In.
Mm-hmm.
So look forward to that. Isn't Tomohiro Ishii like an actual like legendary wrestler
Yes.
here? All right, so Statlander and Hathaway have to win this because like she's going into a literal handicap match. You know what I mean? Stokely's probably got great cardio, so if he could run away enough, because Ishii's a little, he's got a little bit, he's got a bit of a tum tum. He got the Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
So, really,
The Stone Pit Bull.
yeah, so he could really run away, and that's it. Let's head on down to the
I got Stat and Stoke, by the way.
nobody cares what you want.
Okay.
So really, at the end of the day, yeah, because you got to agree. I kept going because I figured you would pick the same as me.
I did not.
So I picked Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway.
You had Willow and Ishii.
No,
Oh.
I said
Okay.
Statlander because she's in a fucking handicap match.
Okay.
Because she's got Little Nightingale's got Ishii, and Stokely's not a wrestler. Pay attention to me.
Okay. More coffee.
It's not coffee, it's tar. And we're not allowed to drink substances like that. You can't drink tar on YouTube. You get in trouble, weirdo. All right.
Tastes like tar.
You fucking. All right. So this is a casino gauntlet match for a future AEW World Championship match. I don't know who's in it. No one's listed. I think Hangman Adam Page should be in it.
I think Hangman should be in it. Actually, that might be where they debut Ricochet.
Maybe he'll do it. That's right. All right, never mind. So we all got Ricochet for the Casino Royale Gauntlet match there. Because it says for future. Okay, it could be at All Out, which, is not for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
They wait a little bit for their stuff.
Let me see when All Out is. Just to double check here.
We do the research.
September 7th.
See,
2 weeks.
That's a whole 2 weeks. That's plenty of times to build it's AEW. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a good match. They're going to make the match. Fuck it. All right. So I forgot to mention that Chris Jericho's match does involve Big Bill.
Yep.
So, and also if Hook loses, he'll never challenge for the FTW championship for as long as Jericho's champion.
Correct.
So this next is the tag team match. I wanted to talk though about the Mercedes Moné match last. Couple of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I had the graphic for it. I uploaded it, and it's not fucking here, StreamYards. All right, and I'm not dealing with that. Okay, I can't believe you guys. So here we're gonna have the tag team match. All right, we got the Balls Bucks versus FTR.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know who FTR are. That's Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. Just in case anybody forgot who the hell they are. Versus the Acclaimed, Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. And I really feel like this team is on its way to like something's going on. There's gonna be like Caster's been pretty erratic in his promos, and his raps have been like kind of shit. And that's really when you need to head to like an actual heel. So I think we're gonna have a situation here in this triple three-way tag team match. You know, I mean, it's going to end up with the Bucks winning the belts, keeping the belts.
Yeah.
Because they got that shit on lock. I feel like FTR, they're like the Young Bucks personal job guys now. You know, they're the second best tag team because I haven't really seen a lot of Lucha Bros lately. So I think right now it's really FTR. It's FTR, Young Bucks, Acclaimed, and whatever the are they the Golden Gang, Bang, Scissor Gang, just regular gang? I don't know who they are anymore because there's no scissors, obviously. The guys with that guy, the last Buzz Lightyear. What's his name? Fucking Switchblade. Switchblade.
Aha.
Jay White. Jay White.
Mhm.
You know, and
Mhm.
what happened? What happened? You know, so we're gonna get dragged for all the shit we're talking about AEW.
That's a shame.
We don't miss a single episode. I watch all the AEW Dino Rampage collisions. And
All of it.
remember, and we watch AEW Dark every week.
I remember.
We watch AEW Dark right now.
Yes.
All the
Mhm.
time. We just
Mhm.
saw it.
Your TV is dark.
Yeah. Look, we know it's been gone for some time. It's a joke. All right, calm the fuck down. So you also have the Young Bucks?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's right. We could talk about him later. Here we have the next. By the way, the patriarchy. Did you know
Mhm.
that there is a woman trios champion?
Yes.
Yeah,
Saw
and
that.
her name is Mama Wayne. I
Mhm.
couldn't tell you what her actual name is because we don't. It's not important. What's important is wrestling names. So it's Christian Cage, Killswitch, and Nick Wayne. I guess Killswitch is in there as like a proxy for Mother Wayne.
Mhm.
Since she can't physically be involved.
Mhm.
So
I feel like they're dragging out this kill switch gets abused by Christian Cage thing a little long.
because as far as I know, there's no such thing as like dinosaur veterinarians.
Mhm.
And I don't believe he had his testicles removed physically, but I feel like metaphorically they kind of have been. Here's what I propose. Now, this will be during the eventual, knocking wood here, the eventual face turn of Christian Cage.
Hmm.
So I just don't know how they're going to make it work, but hear me out. I think it's time. All right, you know what? You guys might not understand this, but you might because we already spoke about someone related to this. What I mean to say is, however you do it, Kill Switch turns on Christian Cage and he ditches the mask and he's back with Jack Perry and he's just whatever you want to call him. He's not doing that dinosaur shit anymore.
Hmm.
That's done. And then look at that. Jack Perry's got a heavy.
Yeah.
He got a big.
Austin Mattelson.
I doubt.
Mattelson?
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't use that. Do something else. He could still be. He could keep Kill Switch if he wants. Just ditch the mask.
Yeah.
Like you don't need it. It
Mhm.
doesn't that you're not that's over. Like how is it that you're over 65 million years old? Jack Perry is like a missing eyelash
Yeah.
compared to you. So really, how is it that he learned that he needs to hit himself with a meteorite? And you know what I mean? Like I mean, because he's a dinosaur, and he's not a. Help me out here. So that's what I think should happen. I don't care how it happens. Get that
Mhm.
there,
Mhm.
and then we're off to the races. You could even do Edge and Christian
Yeah, figure
versus Jungle Boy and New Dinosaur, not Dinosaur.
call him Cope and Cage.
Trying to think. All right, we're not going to do any Captain Caveman here because he's just a dinosaur man, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking like Bowser. Bowser's a turtle, technically. Bowser's technically a turtle. He's
A
a fire
giant
breathing
turtle.
turtle. He's a giant fire breathing turtle.
Mhm.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure
Yeah.
it out. He could just be a guy with like some basic name. I don't know. Well, him is already taken, so he can't be him. But he can be he. Can he be he? He can be he. He can't be I am because I am.
Right.
Well, they'll figure it out. Tony Khan will figure it out. He'll look to the sacred powder. Now, let's get serious here. We need to talk about the patriarchy versus Bang Bang Gang, which is Juice Robinson, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn,
Mhm.
versus the House of Black. Rise up, black guys. That's my pick, even though I don't know what it's for. Yeah, it is a four-way London ladder match for the AEW World Trios Championship. And I was about to say, I was going to ask where Claudio was. But of course, I knew that because I watch AEW Dynamite Collision Man page.
Mhm.
And Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. Do you not want, does the Combat Club not want the tag team championships?
I don't know.
Where is Moxley? Is he on vacation?
I don't know.
No,
Someone.
we know because we watch AEW Dyna Rampage Collision. And
Yes.
you know what? You should educate yourselves because we know. All right.
Fans in Japan and Mexico, check all your spiked boards. See if Moxley's stuck to it. He
Just
might need help getting out.
write it in the comments. We'll play a little game here.
There you go.
You can shame Rich Torres specifically.
Hashtag where's Mox?
Yeah. And you know,
Also, it's only listing Claudio and Wheeler Yuta for the trios title.
yeah, exactly. What's up with that? That's two guys. Like that doesn't unless they're handicapping. But don't forget that there's Pac. Oh, it's Pac and Blackpool Comic Club. I can't read Wikipedia very well.
Oh, you're right. I say that. I
Also,
see
when
that
they
now
were
too.
talking about this match, when I was watching AEW Dynamite Rampage Collision, I had to take a dump, and I paused it, and the TV crashed, and there was a blue screen, and then it never came up again. That's not my fault. I'm entitled to forgiveness. So
Technology fails sometimes.
I do have the Casino Gauntlet confirmed
Mm.
entrance. If y'all will be interested in, we got Orange Cassidy, who is entry number 1, the only one with an entry number.
Mm.
Then we have Mark Briscoe and his partner, friend. They're in this whole little thing. Kyle O'Reilly. And then, of
He
course,
needed some sort of personality infusion.
yeah, as mentioned before, Hangman Adam Page.
There you go.
Great guess. Evil Uno, because let's just waste a spot on Evil Uno. And Roderick Strong. That's a good. All right. So,
Next
of
strong.
of the 7 that we know about,
Mm-hmm.
7 being Ricochet that we just threw in there because what else?
Right.
Unless he's just gonna be like, "What's up, Osprey? It's your
Surprise.
boy."
Surprise, I'm Tony Khan. I'm doing things exactly the same as all the time. Surprise, it's
There's
not a
gonna be a
surprise.
video like when Edge. You think you know him? Remember that? Remember there was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was the last there was an all in that Edge came. Remember
Yeah.
that? And now they're gonna have a same. I wonder if it's gonna be even better. Oh, you think they'll do one and only?
100% they're doing one and only.
They got to. It's gonna be like.
You're definitely gonna hear the Pachu.
It's
Not
gonna
the
be.
bang bang.
I hope they don't do the Pachu because that was lame.
They're doing
Because
it.
I hated it. I don't know, man. All right, let's do it. That's a prediction. In the comments, do they do the Pachu just like in
Pachu.
the Ricochet theme? Or they don't.
And only.
So you can comment down below, and the winner gets a basement dollar. Remember, it's not affected by inflation. It's not real money, but it's great for setting up stuff. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah. So don't forget that Prince Nana is in Swerve Strickland's corner. So you guys he's got like a buff from him. So
Definite charisma buff.
yeah, so yeah, that's it. Um, you know, hope everybody enjoys All In. I will enjoy All In from the sidelines and going, woo! You all might have been thinking, basement chair, wait a minute. No, I will not wait a minute because we're going to talk about it right now. This is going to be, this to me is, this is about a lot. This is about, is the juice worth the squeeze? In regard to Mercedes Monet, who is banking on the fact that she looks like Sasha Banks and
Mm-hmm.
that she somehow deserves all the money. There was a contract signing, and basically, Mercedes Monet was trying to say that Britt Baker should be thankful to her, because if it wasn't for her, because she said that she looked up to her. And Britt Baker's like, listen, I did, and then I became, the first All In lady,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a trailblazer here, you know, and here's a little low hanging fruit, but whatever. You're one of four. I'm one of one. Look at me go. And yes, my eyeballs proceeded to roll up at the back of my head to see if there was anything left of my brain,
Mm-hmm.
and there isn't because the WWE ate it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough to go on here. But Camille's involved here. You know, Britt Baker attacked her, and then she awkwardly landed on the lap of Mercedes Monet. And then Britt did like the weakest, like, jump onto top of them kind of thing. It was like half of her was not. It was weird. Like, can you not do a crossbody? Like, what are we doing here with that? What was the plan here? Maybe she was like supposed to do a thing. I don't know. And yeah, so I think Mercedes Monet wins this. It's hard for her to lose. I think you don't beat her. I think she's worth millions of dollars for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm going with Mercedes also because of Camille. However, I think we see a rift. I think the rift forms, and Mercedes is like, "Oh shit, she might come after me and my title."
I would agree with you like 2 or 3 shows after they joined up together. Like, they haven't been together that long. And Mercedes Monet has such an ego. Do you really think she thinks anybody can really beat her?
No, but she could worry.
I just think it's early. That's really early. Do you know how
Yeah.
long it took MJF and freaking Wardlow that thing to happen? And guess what?
That was dragged out. And where's Wardlow?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, imagine you're invested in that.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you were one of those suckers, and then
Chanting
it
Wardlow,
amounts to nothing.
Wardlow.
It amounts to nothing. You had an opportunity. He's the guy, bro. He was the guy,
Mm-hmm.
but you assassinated his character. And then when he like dragged himself up out of his grave,
Mm-hmm.
right into this shitty Adam Cole MJF angle when Adam Cole was like in charge of
Mm-hmm.
Wardlow, and Wardlow had to bring the belt to Adam Cole if he
Baby.
won, like, and then they killed him again. Like, make it make sense. And that is where it started. Okay, there was a point, there was a reason that I saved that for last. There's a reason everything coalesces here at this point, at the 40-ish minute mark, because I probably had to make edits at the 40-ish minute mark,
Mm-hmm.
that you can see, like, it's hard to, all right, let's see what's, just tune in all the time. When what happened with Wardlow's thing with MJF? Nothing. It sucked. It didn't mean, like, the prize. You can't. Why? Help me. You could talk.
Oh, just trust me, I got nothing here. This is the booking in AEW is sometimes just so bizarre. I feel like they dropped the ball on Wardlow like at least 3 times.
They dropped the ball on Wardlow.
Yup.
I'm gonna say at least 3 times,
Yeah.
and that's being
And where is he?
generous.
And where is he? And where's Hobbs? Is he going off to finish writing the book of Hobbs?
Mike, here's what you should do,
Yeah.
and like I don't know how much it costs Tony Khan, but like you could do like a ticker that tells you where people are. You could be think about it. Think about
Yeah.
it. If Wardlow's on the DL, right?
Mhm.
Not the down low, but the disabled list.
Right. The
Not
OG
that there's
DL.
anything wrong with that. But
Mhm.
what? Wardlow, shoulder injury, out for a blah blah blah. Or you could put undisclosed amount of time if you're trying to do like, oh shit. And then it even works that way. It's like, wait a minute. It just said it's been saying for weeks that it's an undisclosed amount of time. What's he doing here? He just showed up and killed that guy with a forearm to the solar plexus or something.
Yup.
So do the little ticker right at the
Mhm.
bottom. So this says here, oh, he's wrestling here, he's over there. Then people know what's going on, and they're not just asking questions and wondering.
Yeah, I think honestly, in not doing that or not having something like that, I feel like Tony Khan has picked up the old Vinceism, and I don't entirely disagree with it. Of if they're not part of an active storyline and they're not going to be on TV, there's no point in mentioning them. I don't entirely disagree,
I know.
but
Yeah.
but on your social media every now and then injury updates like just once a week. You could throw your storyline stuff in there too, as far as who's kayfabe injured.
I'd understand if we lived in a time where it was the 80s.
Hmm.
We're just too connected right now. And they report everything. And like you could just go on a rabbit hole if you want and find it out. But why make me do the work? I shouldn't
Yeah.
have to.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Let me know. And this goes with WWE too. Fine. You could do that too. Like, how come there's nothing on Charlotte? Like, she's been gone like for some time. She's been
Hmm.
rehabbing, and I've been saying she's coming back like every other pay per view for a few months,
It's
and
just
then I
her MO.
stopped. Then I quit because it's like, well, I guess she said, "Fuck that guy, that
Yeah.
basement booker at a freaking headset."
I'll
Like,
show him.
yeah, she showed me
Woo!
like, oh, I'm taking my time. She's biding her time. I don't know when it's gonna be, but she's gonna come back, y'all, and it's gonna be when you don't want her to be. So, look out for that. But yeah, let us know what's going on. Like, there
Hmm.
should be like a thing.
Alexa
Like
Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. Like, we know, she had a 9-month debuff, but you know what? Everything came out swell
Hmm.
and she's, doing her thing. But yeah, maybe in her case, like she's been gone a long time and surprises are good.
Well,
But like I
her
said,
kid,
undisclosed amount of time.
her
And it's
kid
like
has, yeah, her kid was born with a condition. I don't remember the name of it. Where, um,
they have to wear a helmet sometimes.
yeah, I don't remember if it's a boy or a girl. I'm sorry, so I'm just gonna say the kid. The kid's skull is like not fully formed yet, but it's not as hard as it should be. So the kid's wearing like a helmet just in everyday life until it finishes. Kid's ultimately gonna grow up normal, so as normal as you could be
What I
as
was gonna
a
say,
child
what
of,
is normal
yeah,
in 2024 as a child of a celebrity?
right.
Because she is one.
Yeah,
Um,
so the child is not medically impaired.
Great. Now we're all very happy that we know that, and growth. Some people, like at least they have a chance to grow it back. They're growing it back.
Mhm.
There's some people where their brain, they're just so fucking stupid. They'll never, and it's not like a learning disability. It's not medical.
Mhm.
They're just dumb AF, bro. And look, as a sometimes dummy, you gotta just realize
Yeah.
I did a dumb thing sometimes. Maybe I said a dumb thing.
Mhm.
So go out there and tell somebody you're sorry you said a dumb thing. Anyway, yeah, you specifically, you, the dummy
You.
over there, just admit it. Just admit what you did.
Me too.
Just do it. Just
This
go and be
dummy
like,
forgot his alarm.
Listen, that's
Yeah.
not what I was referring to, but yeah, so nobody's perfect. If we were, then we'd all be flying and shooting lasers out of our eyes. So harmless laser. So that's all in. We're all about that. We're all about it. We're all
I
in
didn't
there.
get your pick for the trios match.
Oh, it's Young Bucks
No, no.
Patriarchy.
I botched. House of Black versus. Okay, you got Patriarchy. Okay, I got House of Black. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how we went from being black guys and where's Moxley. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, now I remember where it went.
Got a little lost in the shuffle there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's it for AEW All In.
Shall I recap our picks for the prestigious? So prestigious that you've made this wonderful title, the WFC title.
Just fucking
For
do it, man.
right.
Please just go.
All right. So we both got Jack Perry. We both got Mariah May. I got MJF. You got Osprey. I got Brandon Daniel. You got Swerve. I got Jericho. You got Hook. We both got Staten Stoke. We both got Ricochet win the Casino Gauntlet because he's going to be surprised because it's not a fucking surprise. We both got the Bucks. I got House of Black. You got Patriarchy. And we both have Mercedes Money.
I mean, he technically could not win.
Yeah.
Like, he could not win, and maybe like Hangman could win. If it's Hangman that eliminates him, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, Hangman's a good choice.
Cheating, you got Okada who could just try to be like, hey, be friends with us. I'll help you, I don't know. But because I know Hangman didn't want anything to do with those guys.
Right.
So, well, good luck to you. You know a lot about holding championships. So I think it belongs. That's the home that it needs to be in, I feel like.
Good luck to you, brother. I know you are the longest reigning basement champion of all time. And
That's
with
right.
that,
I am.
And as right now, you are the inaugural and only holder of the WFC title. And I feel like we're at a good balance. You truly deserve that title.
No.
I'm gonna hold this one. I know you're gonna come for it. I know you want it.
No one's more deserving.
But
I feel like,
dude,
no
this
one.
title. I just know how much it means to you as the first.
Look,
it's so important to you.
I know in my black heart that I really wish for you nothing more than the happiness of that prestigious double champ energy. I think if it's got to be you, if not, then like, what's the point, really? Like the Stone Cold Steve Austin of this here podcast. I mean, really, you're a very important person at one point in your career here, and then you took your ball, and then you went home, and then you came back, and you said you were sorry. Okay.
Yes, all that happened.
That definitely happened.
You still deserve the title so much more than I do.
Honestly, I fucking hate you, and I can't believe you wished this on me. But that's fine. I'm just kidding. It's all just jokes. We're friends here. We're friends here. So, just making jokes. But yeah, you're definitely. Look, I'm an asshole, so I shouldn't win this. That's why I lost a belt. Assholes don't win championships, Rich Torres. And even if you are an asshole, if you happen to be an asshole, you are the cleanest starfish in the ocean, I bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't know, but I'm just judging it off your forehead right now. I'm just judging it off of that, the brightness here. So, I'm told that the sun shines from your arse, is what they tell me. They say Rich Torres is 5'7" tall. How, like, imagine the embellishment. Rich Torres is 5'7" and shoots lightning bolts out of his eyes and thunder out of his arse.
Thank
Braveheart
you for
guy.
those kind words, and it is those kind words and that kind heart that is makes you truly deserving
Oh
of this
my God.
prestigious, coveted
I
title.
I want to strike you down. So, let's talk a little bit about anything you had on your mind for WWE for the last end of this, because AEW gets the main event this week, and look, let's Monday Night Raw. What can I say? The Terror Twins got the lowercase end of the beating there. It was I found it odd that they didn't finish the show with them in a heap. That's a nice shot to roll credits, but you still
Mhm.
had Gunter with the help of Ludwig Kaiser taking out Randy.
Right. Rumor has it that someone went over time, and ultimately the post match brawl that closed Raw. Randy hit the RKO, which was supposed to happen on air, but
Oh,
they'll
interesting.
they'll tell us all about it next week.
Wow, look at that. That's amazing. That you knew that. So yeah, great. So yeah, all is right with Raw, really, I think. I don't get bored with Raw. We're still trying to do this Bronson Reed project. Good luck. Look, I love our truth, you know.
Hmm.
I was more upset when our truth got attacked than I was about Seth Rollins, if I'm being honest. I don't know if you guys know this because he looks 25. Our truth is like 50
Just
plus.
about, yeah.
Like he's older,
Hmm.
but he could do anything. Like you put us together, he could do better. The guy's like a miracle, and he's funny.
He'll be 53 in January.
53, that lovable. People talk about how long Randy Orton's been doing it, but our truth was there before Randy.
Yup. K Quick.
Even if you don't like, even with the K Quick, right?
Hmm.
Like I think our truth, like he's really had a run, man. But you do have to add in the K Quick, man. He was getting rowdy, man. He was getting rowdy.
That's right, he was. That man, that was.
You would argue Randy has like it's consistent
Hmm.
because he's never wrestled anywhere else,
Hmm.
but Truth has. So, but I still don't think that takes anything away. I think our Truth is going to be there until he doesn't want to be. It's until he doesn't want to be, or they medically can't clear him.
Yeah, and I think even afterwards, like I know he's got the music thing that he's doing, but like he absolutely could contribute as a producer.
Honestly, I think he should just do people's music, because then
That
he's
too.
set for life.
Hmm.
You have an in-house guy, as long as
Yep.
he's good.
Hmm.
Like I don't, maybe he's not. I don't know. But what if he is? And then you got like that's what I think you should do. Like when you got guys like our Truth, and I'm not sure what other tertiary talents, and maybe they'll do this because Triple H is in charge. Like because like some guys they get to be producers.
Hmm.
You know, what if there's other things like art stuff, like being good at producing music?
Hmm.
And it's like, oh, maybe this hook should be here, and it's like, oh shit, and like help other wrestlers with like gimmicks and stuff, and like, what do you think about this? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, uh, like using their talents to further help along and still be working
Yeah,
at the
because
company.
because commentary and producing are not the only two things that wrestlers and former wrestlers, retired wrestlers can do.
Imagine you're a woman wrestler and Natalia's like sewing your gear. Or
Yeah.
Bianca Belair, because Bianca Belair makes her own gear.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely her post wrestling career.
Yeah, just if she wants.
Yeah.
She don't have to do in anything probably. Like
True.
I bet her and Montez Ford, remember that's two people.
Yep.
Like they
Plus have that wildly successful TV show.
yeah.
Wildly successful.
Wildly successful. Wildly, dude, wildly. Like
Hmm.
it
Was it?
was
Is it
so
called Love in WWE? Is that it?
yes. And it's so dude, it is so successful that
Hmm.
I just can't stop talking about its success.
Hmm.
Even though this podcast is about to be over, like there's probably other stuff to talk about. So it looks like the White Six are not done with Gable and company.
Hmm.
Um, Ivy Nile is officially a heel.
Yep.
We knew that was coming.
Yeah.
What can I say? Besides that,
We get the in-ring debut of Uncle Howdy next week.
it's about time. It's going to be quick, I hope. But does he main event? I think he should. But do he main event?
I think not. I think it'll be probably the first segment in the last hour of Raw.
I'm just picturing in my mind it going off air with the Wyatt Six in the ring posing with the little copyright thing in the corner. I see it in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that happening.
Always
But
a cool image.
yeah, you need to make him special because he's not the Fiend. Uncle Howdy is not actually over, like
Right.
officially. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
In
it's
order for do that, you got to get it there.
yeah, he's a sentimental favorite, not a true crowd favorite yet.
Right, right, right. I like him. I've always wanted Bo Dallas to ascend.
I
And I
believe.
always wondered why he wouldn't why they never connected him with the Wyatt family when we all knew.
Mm-hmm.
Like his I think they dropped the ball with that because if they had him in there and the way he talks and he could sound like somebody who's lost or
Mm-hmm.
you could have had him trying to get through to his brother, and
Mm-hmm.
then he just winds up with him because it's he's right, and that would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, maybe fate has other plans. So, right. So Damage Control are faces now. You notice that? Because
I
when
did.
okay, good. Because when they
I
come
did
out, they're
notice.
like,
Mm-hmm. They'll
unless
play
it's
the crowd.
unless it's Kyrie being Kyrie, because they used to have to stop her from doing face shit. Just
Mm-hmm.
when she comes in. I don't know if you ever noticed those things, but it's really funny. She
Mm-hmm.
just She's just a ray of light, that one. We had a tag team championship match, and there's still the same title holders there. They're really waiting for the Bianca Belair Jade Cargill rematch to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I'll always take Damage Control over uh, Pride Fusion Collective.
Pure.
Pure Fusion Collective, the
Yep.
PFC. Sonya Deville, friend of the show, even though she doesn't know about the show that it even exists, but we did meet at a Comic-Con,
Mm-hmm.
and she signed a thing for me, and I put her over Mandy Rose right there, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a pencil funnily tossed in my direction a little bit there, and it was fun. It was really nice. Those girls were great. Those women, those powerful women, you damn misogynists. They them being beautiful just happens to be a byproduct of their womanness. And I say it that way because I put wow in there. Okay? You gotta put wow when you say
Mm-hmm.
woman. All right?
Oh,
That should move
wow.
us up on the algorithm of YouTube. Okay? We just gotta say stuff like that. Okay? Just all right. Ladies, proud women. All right, Rich Torres. Unless you had any other. Oh yeah, wait. We have to say goodbye to Pat McAfee for a little while. He's gone off to do the football. So look, guys, I know it's not a real thing, but we got to respect people and what they enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And, people have made millions of dollars. I'd argue billions of dollars from this sport of football, as they call it, or American football, as some people call it.
Mm-hmm.
But respectfully, eh, you know, whatever, right? What's in a name?
Yep.
So
And Drew and Punk continues.
it's never gonna stop, bro. I strap match.
Yep.
You think Cody's jealous?
Yeah.
You think, yeah. Cody's like, man, now I can't do one for a little while because you did one. Come
Nah,
on,
Cody's
man.
gonna be up the ante. It's gonna be like a spiked stud strap match of
I
spikes
would
all along it.
look. This might sound weird, and maybe people won't get behind this. What if you did Cody Rhodes versus The Rock in a strap match? Because if you think about it, with the whole whipping him with the belt thing, it
Hmm.
would kind of leading to something like that. So I think you could, in the future,
Yeah.
timestamp this for the Horowitz device,
Hmm.
have a strap match between Cody Rhodes and The Rock, perhaps for the WWE Championship. Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Absolutely. That is definitely something that could happen. Maybe next SummerSlam.
Maybe next SummerSlam.
Because I feel
Maybe
like
WrestleMania.
Rock's off doing other stuff. I don't know about Mania, but it could start at Mania.
Well, think about Rock's ego and what he could have had last year,
Hmm.
which was The Rock and Roman Reigns main
Hmm.
eventing. We could still get that at WrestleMania. So
Hmm.
maybe SummerSlam, Cody, Rock, as you say.
Hmm. Either way, we all know I am in it for the ride. I'm here for it. Wherever they're taking us, I'm down.
Stories, damn it, stories.
That's right.
All right, Richard, tell them a story.
I'm going to tell you the story of how you can like and subscribe. The buttons down below, comment down below. Who do you think is going to win any and or all of these matches at All In? Let us know in the comments down below. Patreon link has all our YouTubes, all our socials is what
Don't
I meant to
forget
say.
about Randy and Cody on the vodka bus. That's up. You can watch that.
That's right. That's
Sucking a
on the
buck.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon exclusive. Thank you, folks, on the Patreon. We appreciate you. We see you. We thank you. And as always, Jared's got a party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall. So make it count.
And do what the man says.
Follow the Booker.